Sunram. Sunram finds it. OC left pocket three on the way. Tickles it twine.
Now it's Matty Bass on the drive. Bass, nice move, and Bass with an easy layup.
Up to the feet, Ruppel brought back down. O'Connor, though, lost the grab, and down to the mat. Ruppel with a chance for a pin with a minute 15. There it is.
Pick and roll, Kaloran. Hooks it underneath, and a bunny for Hannig.
Right side to Charlie Shaw. Shaw looks right, drives in, attacks the double team, and splits him for the layup.
Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a pleasant good Wednesday evening inside the Shield Center. This is our pregame show today, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance, as Northern Cass and Central Cass will meet in the third place game of the Region 1 Boys Basketball Tournament. Winner of this game will move into a state qualifier coming up on Saturday at 3 o'clock here inside the Shack, while the loser of this game will have their season come to a close. And later tonight, we will get to the championship featuring the Kinder Vikings and the Wahpeton Huskies with the all-region team, the senior athlete and coach of the year as well. I'm Chase Miller. This is our pregame show, again brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. They covered all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote started today. For the Kinder Vikings, they fended off Central Cass 65-51. A good start. The Squirrels got it within 6 in the second half, but Carson Ossie and Kindred was too much, as Carson Ossie had 22 points and 4 threes in the win for the Vikings. Well, it went to triple overtime between Wahpeton and Northern Cass last night, so the Jags played 12 extra minutes of basketball. For both Central Cass and Northern Cass, it's the third game of 3 days in the triple overtime game. Wahpeton came away with a 69-62 win against the Jags. Brady Steffens with 30 points in the victory. For Northern Cass, trying to do something they haven't done in quite a while. That is February 6, 2018 is the last time the Squirrels beat Northern Cass. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about the season series here this year. We'll go over the players to watch out for. We'll hear from Bryce Laxdell. We'll hear from Matt Norman. That and more still to come before the starting lineups and the opening tip today from the Shield Center. It's the Jags and the Squirrels for high school basketball on yourliveevent.com.
You would never buy a one-size-fits-all shirt, and you should never do so to protect your valuable assets. And we'll find you the right fit for your insurance policies.
Home insurance, auto insurance, commercial insurance, benefits insurance, crop insurance.
We have you covered from head to toe, underground to sky. Experience the difference with Irie. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve.
At Bank North, we strive to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. One transaction, one relationship, and one community at a time. We do it by supporting kids and schools, pitching in to help neighbors in need, partnering with rural businesses, and providing all the traditional and modern banking products and personalized lending services you expect from a reliable financial partner. Bank North, always true.
Bears Home Solutions is the Red River Valley's premier HVAC and plumbing company. Our team of friendly, licensed professionals has delivered top-notch service to the Red River Valley since 1978. Bears Home Solutions is the only name you need to know when it comes to heating, cooling, and plumbing installation, service, or repair. When you want it done right the first time, you need a Bear in there.
I'm Molly, and I have lived here a little over 3 years now. I like the open spaces here and being able to go in and out. I like the fact that I don't have stairs or elevators. I just have most everything that I need close at hand.
The broadcast of this tournament game has been authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. Again, this is our pregame show today, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance here on YourLiveEvent.com as we dive into the matchup a little bit more between these two clubs in terms of some of the players who have had themselves quite a couple of days here from Monday, yesterday, and today here inside the Shield Center. Northern Cass 15-8 on the season, head coached by Bryce Laxdal with the number 3 seed here in the tournament, averaging 55 points per game defensively, giving up 51 for Northern Cass. Trey Huzar has been the leader in terms of scoring with 40 points in 2 games. He got 27 then for Hudson Reichel, and also Hudson broke the single season 3-point record for Northern Cass with 65 made triples here this season for the 5'10 sophomore guard. He broke the single season record last night against the Wahpeton Huskies. From there for Northern Cass, Miles Freilich has been outstanding in terms of that point guard and the guy that needs to really get the ship going in the right direction here for the Jags. Those are just 3 players. There can be some X factors here today, and the question for both Bryce Laxdal and Matt Norman, do you go a little bit deeper down the bench potentially with this being the 3rd game in 3 days? Well, for Matt Norman's club, the Squirrels, a number 5 rated team here in the region, or the 5-seeded team that is in the region, with a mark of 8 wins and 15 losses, averaging 57 points per game defensively, giving up 62 points per contest. For Central Cass, a couple of players who played well so far in this tournament. Easton Holland leading the score with 34.7 rebounds. You saw Brody Runk and Cash Lorenz with 23 points respectively. Lorenz has 7 3-pointers in 2 games here in this tournament as well. And a good performance last night coming off the bench for the 5'11 freshman guard with Cole Boer with 3 threes and 9 points. That again are just some of the players to watch out for here today for the Squirrels. It could be a Zane Blakes, it could be a Peterson, a Zemer, someone else, and obviously the senior with Brody Runk who could be a difference factor here today for Central Cass. You win this game, you move on at least to Saturday, and then a chance to get to Bismarck for the quarterfinals a week from tomorrow. If you lose, your season comes to a close. In this particular round last year, for 3rd place, Valley City beat Central Cass 68-53, and then Kindred defeated Wahpeton in the championship 65-50. And a reminder still to come later tonight on YourLiveEvent.com or YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show at 7 o'clock. We'll also get to some more Minnesota boys basketball Section 8A alongside with Section 6A, and then the Region 2 3rd place and championship game will be tomorrow inside the Betty. Simply go to our website, YourLiveEvent.com, or subscribe to your YouTube channel to check out more as well. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll dive into the earlier matchup they played this season, the series between Central Cass and Northern Cass for the last couple of years. That's ahead of our coaches' conversation with Matt Norman and Bryce Laxdal. This is our pregame show today from the Shack on YourLiveEvent.com.
For the last 25 years, Carlita Dietz at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Premier Properties has been serving the real estate needs of Fargo-Moorhead and the surrounding communities. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, Carlita is ready to help you evaluate the market and make the right choice for you. Take the first step into settling into your next home by calling Carlita Dietz at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Premier Properties at 701-367-5918. Experienced, confident, qualified Carlita Dietz.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsborough. You can see the latest inventory online at BloomfieldTrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Cass County Mutual Insurance Company, they provide services to homeowners, farm owners, tenants, seasonal dwellings, mobile homes, and farm and personal liability. Cass County Mutual Insurance provides local service to all policyholders and is working with clients in 19 counties in the southeast portion of North Dakota. For more information about Cass County Mutual Insurance Company or to find an agent closest to you, go online to CassCountyMutualInsuranceCompany.com and use their agent locator. Northern Cass and Central Cass will open up the final day here of the 2025 North Dakota Division A Region 1 Boys Basketball Tournament as we continue here from the Shield Center on YourLiveEvent.com. A reminder, coming up tomorrow here, if you're a fan of basketball, we'll get to the Fargo Dome and get to the Shield Center. Boys basketball begins at noon on YourLiveEvent.com. West Fargo against Dickinson, that'll be at the Shield Center. West Fargo and Dickinson will be tomorrow at noon here from the Shack for the first of four Boys AA quarterfinals. Then at 1 o'clock, West Fargo Horace Girls open up the tournament in the Fargo Dome. So the Dome starts at 1, the Shack starts at noon tomorrow. Again, those are the AA portion, Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday everything goes to the Fargo Dome because on Saturday you'll have the 2A and the 2B respective region qualifiers here inside the Shack. And with what Mother Nature has in store, the High School Activities Association has already released a statement saying that the officials, that the teams, that those workers who are going to be partaking in the tournament have already been advised to make sure they get to Fargo the day before if it is bad weather overnight. So the expectation is that we will have all 4 games on time as scheduled here from the state qualifiers, and we will have all 4 of those for you for audio-only coverage on YourLiveEvent.com on Saturday. But again, if you're a fan of basketball, the Dome and the Shack are the places for you tonight, tomorrow, Friday, and into Saturday as well. The Region 2 tournament for third place tomorrow will be Four Winds, Minnewacan, and Grafton at 5:30. The championship, Devils Lake and Thompson. Both of those will be on YourLiveEvent.com. Region 3 tomorrow, third place with Botno and Rugby. And then the championship, the 1 seed of Lax Burlington going up against the number 7 seed of Turtle Mountain. In Region 4, it's the top 4 seed still alive. Dickinson, Trendy, Killdeer for third, and Shiloh Christian and Beulah for the championship. So that's a look at some of the other matchups and across the region here throughout the state of North Dakota. Earlier this season, Central Cass beat Northern Cass 69-37 in Hunter back on March the 3rd. In this particular series on the boys basketball side, Central Cass has won 9 consecutive games against Northern Cass. It's 7 years, 1 month, 6 days to the date since Northern Cass beat Central Cass in Castleton back on February 6th of 2018. The average margin of a score in those 9 meetings in the current win streak for the Squirrels, 66-47. Northern Cass trying to break that trend here later tonight, while the Squirrels will try to continue that and make it 10 straight in the series and get back to a third place game as they were last season. We'll take a quick break. We'll continue after this. We'll get to our coaches conversation. We'll hear from Bryce Laxdal first, and then we'll hear from the Central Cass Squirrels head coach Matt Norman. That's all still to come on the Shield Center and our pregame show today, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. It is Northern Cass and Central Cass here on YourLiveEvent.com. Since its beginning, the Central Cass Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cass High School. Through the years, that mission has broadened to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cass Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels!
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
The City of Hillsborough invites you to make Hillsborough your home. If you're looking for a new home or a job, check out the opportunities in Hillsborough and see what the community can offer you and your family. Enjoy a quality family life with community, education, church, entertainment, and more. For all neighbors and those driving through the region, we welcome you to come and shop with the businesses in Hillsboro. If you have questions related to services available in the city of Hillsboro, contact the Hillsboro City Office at 701-636-4620.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
On our pregame show here today inside the Shield Center, it's the final day of the Division A Region 1 Boys Basketball Tournament. Joining us here from Northern Cass's perspective is the head coach. That is Bryce Laxdal as they tangle with the Central Cass Squirrels. Bryce, we'll first start here just the quick 24 hours. As anybody's probably asked you today, how are the boys dealing with those legs, whether you won or lost that game, 3 overtimes, 12 extra minutes. So let's start there. I know it wasn't the result you wanted, but how's everybody feeling today as you get another opportunity to advance in the course of the postseason?
Yeah, as soon as we got in the locker room last night, we said, we talked about the timeout with 7 seconds left. We said, hey, we're not going to walk out of here hanging our heads. We played a great game. We got to focus right now on tomorrow, and that's kind of what the focus has been. There wasn't any feel bad for ourselves. It was we got to figure out how to get a win tonight, maybe execute a little bit better in crunch time, that sort of stuff. And that's kind of what we talked about at our walkthrough today, was just focus on getting the job done today.
A team that you finished off the regular season with in Central Cass, so it's fresh on the memory, fresh on the mind. Just what's the challenge here against the Matt Norman club team this season here, Bryce?
They're really good on the ball screens defensively. They trap us really hard. That's been a problem with them that we've had over the years. But I think that Wahpeton similarly traps their ball screens, and we did a good job of handling that last night. So if we can be strong with the ball over that first initial trap and then get downhill and either score off at 2 feet or find our open shooters on the weak side, we should get open shots. And then defensively, Lorenz really had a nice game against us, and he's had a nice tournament here so far, so we got to do a good job on him and then do a decent job of keeping the guys in front of us. But we got to slow these guys down. They're a high-powered offense, and we like to keep it in the 50s and the 40s, so we got to play to our pace tonight.
Let's talk about one of those shooters here again. Bryce Laxdal for Northern Cass joining us. Hutchin Reichel with 65 three-pointers now. That is a new school record. We were talking about that before this particular interview. Just what have you seen Hudson, mature in maturation here throughout the course of this season?
Yeah, Hudson's been a guy that's been playing up on the varsity since he was in 7th grade, so he feels like he's been out there more. You kind of maybe think and you give him a lot of responsibilities that you give a senior, because it feels like he is one of your seniors. But he's a kid that puts a lot of time in the offseason. You can tell that. He's cool, calm, collective. He always plays at his own pace. He's not going to blow you away with explosiveness, but he knows how to get open. He's got good basketball IQ, and then he's put in a lot of time in a shot, and it's nice to see it paying off for him.
Final thing for you, Bryce, before I let you go. I'll say for 4 quarters, who knows if you got to go more like you did yesterday, but for at least 32 minutes of regulation basketball here, what does Northern Cass have to do well to get to Saturday in that state qualifier?
Now we got to keep it under 55. That's our goal tonight.
Hey, Bryce, thanks so much for your time. Best of luck here this evening.
Appreciate it. Thanks to the coverage, Chase.
That again, Bryce Laxdal, head coach for Northern Cass, will continue on the pregame show after this.
Minnesota and North Dakota farmers are dealing with real yield-robbing challenges. Tight, heavy soils, light, sandy soils, high pH soils, cool ground temps at planting. We have tools to address these challenges. Liquid products, easy to use, and made in the U.S. Apply in furrow or with your pre-plant spray application. Call today to tackle your yield-dragging soil challenges this growing season.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Looking for furniture that's more than just ordinary? At the Lighting Gallery, we hand select every piece of furniture that reflects unique style and will stand the test of time. Handcrafted with unparalleled quality, every table, chair, sofa, and accent chair is built to last. Whether you're designing your dream home or upgrading your current space, our experienced team at the Lighting Gallery is here to bring your vision to life. Visit us at the Lighting Gallery, 3622 South Washington Street in Grand Forks. Online at shopthelightinggallery.com.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
On our Irie Insurance pregame show here today from the Shield Center, it's the Central Cass Squirrels and Northern Cass in game number 1 of 2 today with the third place contest between the Jags and the Squirrels. Joining us from Central Cass's perspective is head coach Matt Norman. And Matt, for both teams, it's the third game of a third day here, but let's talk about your performance so far with Lisbon and Kindred. What have you liked most in 2 games? Obviously, the win against the Broncos came up just short yesterday. What have you liked from your team in 2 games here inside the Shack?
I just loved how hard we were willing to compete. We last night, with the exception of a pretty slow start and then just kind of a tough end, we competed really, really well with a quality team in Kindred. And so that's what we want. Growth has kind of always been our message this year. We've got to make sure we're putting one foot in front of the other. And if we can compete and we can scrap for 50-50 balls, if we can work to win the deflections and steals in a game, then we have a shot. And so if we can continue to compete, I like our odds in tonight.
As you take a look at some of the players here, Lucas Christensen, we were able to see a little Jackson Haug, Zane Blix, Cole Boer. We've seen guys have opportunities for a couple minutes, whether it's defense or offense. Cole, obviously, with those 2 threes yesterday. But what have you seen from the bench or the role players here in 2 days in the Shack?
Just their willingness to embrace their role on the team. Not everybody gets to get their name called every single night, and if we could call everybody's name, we would for sure. But the fact that they're willing to come in and do their part to make sure that we can survive and advance together throughout the last 3 days has been huge. And so hat off to those guys. They're willing to do a lot of that dirty work where they go in and they might have to guard for 3 minutes, but man, that 3 minutes better be the best effort that they can give us in a night, and they did such a great job of that.
Matt Norman, head coach of the Central Cass Squirrels, joined us here on the pregame show. When you look at your matchup here with Northern Cass, obviously you finished off the regular season with them. So what's the challenge here with Trey Huzar, Freilich and company in terms of the pace of style of what they want to play here later tonight, Matt?
They really can score in bunches. Northern Cass traditionally shoots it pretty well, so we got to make sure we get out and defend the perimeter. That throws some matchup problems with Huzar. I mean, he's a really, really good athlete. He's very bouncy. He can get to the rim, and you saw just his impact on the game last night. And Froelich has done such a great job of managing games throughout this season, but especially last night. You watched him do a great job from the point position, making sure that they were getting quality looks and managing in a 3 overtime game. And so, credit to Northern Cass. It's going to be a tough go for us tonight.
Final thing for the third game: is it legs? Is it a deeper bench? Is it you shorten up the bench? Just how the matchup is. What's the one thing you want to see from your team for 32 minutes of basketball?
It kind of goes back to that. We got to make sure we go out and we compete. We do shorten our bench a little bit in the region tournament, but we still are playing 10 plus guys, and we want to. We want to make sure that we can reward those kids for all that effort that they're putting in throughout the year. And if we've got the kids with the skills to do it, I think that gives us an upper hand come the fourth quarter.
Hey, Matt, good to see you. Best of luck here tonight.
Appreciate it, man.
That again, Matt Norman, head coach for Central Cass, will continue on the pregame show after this from the Shield Center.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards, plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey swatch, autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. Call anytime, 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro.
There's more at 104. Hillsboro, North Dakota has everything you need on your next road trip. Food, fuel, fun, and family-friendly activities.
Stop by and fill up your tank or grab a bite to eat. Have a blast at Goose River Golf Club, the swimming pool, or one of our beautiful parks. There's even ice skating and cross-country skiing. Take in the sights or stay the night so you don't miss a thing. Experience Hillsboro and see why there's more at 104.
The Kindred Viking Boosters support healthy, active, competitive high school athletes. Viking athletes. Ready, focused, come celebrate their achievements. You're invited to Viking Pride. Save the date, buy your tickets, or reserve a table. Get excited for April 5th. Join friends at a new location, the Avalon Event Center. Viking Pride 2025. A feast, fun games, and a night to celebrate. They are why we boost it.
Are you looking for your next vacation rental? Call or text Mason at Cleave Guard Rentals 701-552-3181. Family fun, girls getaway, retreats and get-togethers. Call or text Mason 701-552-3181. Located on West McDonald Lake, your vacation awaits.
Your family farm has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Taupe Insurance is here to help you weather the storm when those challenges arise. Visit with Taupe Insurance today about a quote or review of your policies. Taupe Insurance offers coverage on your farm's assets, crop, and hail insurance, plus home and auto, commercial, and life insurance. Stop in for a visit today at their office in Castleton or give Taupe Insurance a call at 701-347-4045.
The Outlaws are coming back. The World of Outlaws late model series is coming back to Ada, the Norman County Raceway. Saturday, June 28th, the World of Outlaws. NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series will have 2 shows at Red River Valley Speedway, Saturday, May 31st and August 23rd. For tickets and more information, visit ncraceway.com, redrivervalleyspeedway.com, or follow on Facebook.
That does it for our pregame show here today, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote started today. They cover it all. Go to IrieInsurance.com. As we go to our public address announcer, that is John Welch for our starting lineups for Central Cass.
Senior number 0, Brody Runk. A 5'10 sophomore, number 1, Cashton Lawrence. A 6-foot freshman, number 2, Andrew Zemer. A 6'1 junior, number 3, Keegan Peterson. And a 6'4 sophomore, number 4, Easton Holland. The Squirrels are coached by Matt Norman, assisted by Brent Nelson and Dalton Bartholomew. And now the starting lineup for the Northern Cass Jaguars. A junior, number 2, Miles Freilich. A sophomore, number 3, Hudson Reichel. A senior, number 4, Trey Hussar. A junior, number 30, Parker Zeski. And a senior, number 33, Keelan Munson. The Jaguars are coached by Bryce Laxdal, assisted by Chad Whitner.
That again is our starting lineups here today in this one. Chase Miller with you courtside inside the Shield Center. Our officials have been Altoff, Logan Fingston, and Dana Cutter. It's Northern Cass at 15-8, the number 3 seed, against Central Cass at 8-15, the number 5 seed. But the series is all Central Cass. They've won 9 straight, dating back to February 6th of 2018, the last time the Jags have beaten the Squirrels. Opening tip is up at 6:04 on a Wednesday night, and we're off and running here in the region. Third place match. Northern Cass will work with it right to left or from the south to the north rim. They get the tip. This one goes to Freilich. Freilich sees it deflected in the backcourt. Now assesses here for Northern Cass. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Freilich right-hand side, turnover as they come out and hedge, and right what Bryce Laxdal talked about on the pregame show, they're going to have to contend with here with teams looking to trap on ball screens, and that's exactly what Central Cass does. Opening turnover here for Northern Cass. Peterson right-handed side here for Brody Runk now. Runk on the baseline, guarded by Munson. Runk backing his defender down, gives it to Lorenz. Lorenz back to Runk at the right elbow, drives to the paint. Going up is Munson, and this will be last touch off of Runk, and it will make its way towards Northern Cass. The Jags in their white uniforms, the black numerals and lettering with Jaguars across the front in cursive, outlined in gold, while for the Central Cass Squirrels in their red attire here today, the white numerals, the black lettering, Central Cass across the front, outlined here in white. 7:15 left to play in the opening quarter as Freilich makes his way to the paint. Count it, got it good. Miles Freilich at the right wing gets an and one opportunity. The foul on Zemer, his first, and these teams first. The 5'6" junior gets the opening 2 points of the game here for Miles. Free throw attempt upcoming here for Freilich, who's 12 of 14 from the stripe. Now make him 13 of 15 from the free throw line here in the tournament. He's got 3 points on the way on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Central Cass with Brody Runk on the interior. Right-handed scoop up and in. Brody Runk with a nice move inside the paint, able to finish for the 2 points. As you'll see, Northern Cass handling it now with Trey Huzar. Huzar wearing that white headband with that little wrist taped up here as well in his pitching hand as Ziski goes to left-handed side. Parker sees a block shot by Holland. Ball's on the deck, and Cash Lorenz will come away with it. Lorenz up the near sideline now for the Squirrels. Lorenz at the right elbow is going to walk with the basketball, and Lorenz will have a turnover here for Central Cass. That'll be their second. For Northern Cass, they will inbound it as they will with Trey Huzar here on the near sideline. Huzar will give this in the backcourt. That'll go to Freilich. 6:35 left to play here in the first quarter. Chase Miller with you here inside the Shield Center for our first of two with the championship coming up later with Kindred and Wapaton. Trey Huzar right of the key, gives us one to Reichel, left and inside now to Zeski. Parker taking the ball screen here. Back up top, little 4 out, 1 in. The one is Munson. Huzar at the right elbow, backing his defender down in Runk. Here comes a double by Holland. They go straight up as Huzar and Holland hit the deck, and the arrow will make its way towards Central Cass. And you can see Bryce Laxdal saying, everyone, we got to move. Don't just stand and watch the ball. Central Cass will see this now going left to right with Zemer. Zemer at the left wing gives us one to Peterson. Back up top to Holland as they reverse it now to Runk. Runk at the right wing trying to look for the back cut to Holland. Nothing there. Right-handed side now to Peterson. Right-handed side now to Zemer. Zemer on the baseline. Going to drive kick. Good hands defensively by Munson, who's been active early in these opening 2 minutes as he bats that one into the Northern Cass bench. Squirrels here with Zemer to inbound it on the far sideline. As he does, he gives this one looking for Runk. Runk will take the basketball here at the high post. Runk to the paint, high off the window. Right-handed little teardropper, can't go. Rebound for Holland and a foul underneath. Easton Holland corrals the loose ball. Foul will be assessed here on Miles Freilich, the 5'6" guard, giving up some size to the 6'4" sophomore. Miles with his first and the team's first of the contest here. As you'll see the inbounds for Central Cass. Pass on the interior. This one is up and in for two for Keegan Peterson. First lead of the game for Central Cass comes at the 5:48 mark here of our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Freilich taking the ball screen at the right wing. Freilich looking for a teammate. Bounce pass inside Munson. Munson sees it underneath. Munson off the window. Can't get it. Rebound for Holland. Easton gets his second board of the game. Here it goes now to Andrew Zemer. Zemer at the right wing to the right short corner. Finds Lorenz in transition now at the baseline as Northern Cass gets back well defensively. Lorenz crossing over left to right on Zeski, and then he gets fouled. And if this is on Freilich, this would be his second. But we'll see if it's on the help or on the body first of Zeski. This one will be on the body before the help. So Zeski will pick up his first, the team's second here. As we'll get an inbounds. Ball will go right to the key. Here goes Lorenz. Three. That rattles in and out. No good. Rebound deflected for eventually coming down here with Peterson. His first board of the game. Peterson now to Runk at the high post. Runk backing his defender down. Back to Peterson from the left pocket. Rising, shooting, and scoring. Keegan Peterson with his third May triple the tournament. He's got 5, and the Squirrels take a 7-3 lead. Under 5 minutes to play here in this first quarter as Freilich takes the ball screen here to the right wing. Freilich looking for it, able to come on the interior. Holland gets the block shot, saved by Runk. Central Cass will work with it now with Zemer. Zemer at the left wing. Zemer's going to drive off the window. Block shot by Munson. And so far, as we alluded to, Munson has been the 6'3 senior forward. He's been a little enforcer here in this first quarter. Brooks Crockett to check in now as Hudson Reichel will check out of the game. Central Cass to inbound the basketball as they will handle it here on the baseline. Squirrels give it to Brody Runk. Runk here will handle it at the right wing to the free throw line. Inside the paint, bounce pass, and we'll have a 3 in the key as Holland was trying to post up turnover number 3 here for the Squirrels. Central Cass 14 threes in 2 games of this tournament entering play today. Northern Cass, they've hit 9 in 2 games and give them 12 extra minutes in that overtime session against Wahpeton last night, where it took 3 overtimes to figure out the game winner. Ball will go to Huzar. Huzar with it back to left and inside Zeski. Left pocket 3. That'll hit off the front iron. Rebound coming down to Brody Runk. Runk outlet in transition. Gives this one now. That'll go to Zemer. Finds it to Runk. Runk at the left wing, probing, taking a couple of dribbles here for Runk. Runk inside the paint, able to spin left-handed scoop shot off the window, no good. Rebound to Munson. Munson to Freilich. Freilich sees it here on the ball, and this will go out of bounds after the hands by Cash Lorenz. So Northern Cass took the opening lead here with Miles Freilich and one, and since then it's been a little 7-0 run here for the Central Cass Squirrels. Ball gets inbounded here. Peterson able to save it. This one goes to Zemer. Zemer will utilize the basketball now inside the paint. Block shot though by Miles Freilich. Northern Cass will see it now with Freilich. Freilich between the circles. Freilich at the free throw line. Driving kick to Crockett. Crockett going to try. Block shot by Peterson into the hands of Brody Runk. All the defenses for both teams coming up large in the last 2 possessions. He'll utilize it now here for Zemer. Zemer will see this on the dribble entry to the right wing. Zemer with the basketball, taking it left to right, able to get to the paint, looking for the reversal, high off the backboard, can't finish with the left hand. Munson gets his second rebound. Northern Cass looking to get off that 3-point schneid now and take the lid off the rim here for the Jags. Trailing it by 4, 3:15 left to play here in this first quarter of play. Huzar right-handed side, this one gets tipped. Going after this Crockett and Peterson's going to come away with a steal. Peterson off the window, no, saves his own shot, putback can't get it. Runk with the third time is can't go. Runk with a 4th opportunity, bounce pass to Lorenz. Lorenz from the left block is up and in. And a timeout on the floor for head coach Bryce Laxdal. Lorenz makes it a 9-3 lead with 2:50 left to play here in the first quarter.
The Northern Cass School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relationships, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org.
Timeout on the floor brought to you in part by Bank North. Visit banknorth.bank. That's banknorth.bank. See what values-based banking can do for you at Bank North. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Bank North been a trusted financial partner for generations. Chase Miller with you here courtside inside the Shield Center. A 9-3 advantage timeout there again by head coach Bryce Laxdal of the Northern Cass Jags. Northern Cass will give it right-handed side. That'll go to Zeski. Back up top now to Freilich. Freilich with the dribble. Left wing. That'll go to Reichel. Reichel on the high post to Huzar. Huzar spin his way inside the paint. Off the window. Got it to go. Trey Huzar gets 2 points here, the first made field goal of his evening. Ball will go left-handed side now for the Squirrels. They will see this newly inserted to Jackson Haug. Haug will give it now to Peterson at the left wing. Peterson able to spin. A tough shot from the left baseline. Can't get it. And Munson climbs the ladder for his 3rd board of the game. Freilich with it now in transition. Right to left here for the Jags. Near sideline. Reichel open college range 3. Nothing but twine. the single-season school record three-point holder, adds to another one. He's got 66 on the year. Central Cass three-pointer in transition by Haug is no good. Freilich gets the rebound, and after the timeout by Coach Laxdal, it's a 5-0 run for the Jags. 1:45 left to play in the opening quarter. Trey Huzar will see this here at the right of the key. Central Cass will match up man pressure defense. Huzar taking a couple of hard dribbles, backing his defender down, handles it here at the free throw line. Turnaround jumper from 13, no good. Rebound for Holland, his third. Matt Norman says slow it up. Let's run an offensive set here for the Squirrels. Next step ball, Central Cass will have 3 fresh players into the game. While for Northern Cass, they will have 1. Peterson on this weave to the right-handed side out of Runk. Runk's going to drive off the window, can't get it, follows his own shot. Put back is off the rim as well. Runk with 4 rebounds. Miles Freilich gets the board as Freilich sees into the front court. A made field goal here would give Northern Cass the lead. Right-handed side goes Zeski. Zeski at the right elbow, back up top to Miles. Freilich on the interior, goes into a double team, but there is a reach either on Runk or Holland, and they will inbound it on the baseline as the foul will be assessed here upcoming for a moment as Logan Finkston makes the call into number 4. That'll be on Holland, his first and the team's second. You'll see inbounding it here will be Freilich. As you'll see Blix into the game, Lorenz is in alongside with Christensen here for Central Cass. Northern Cass will bring Sam Nelson, the 6'1 senior, into the contest. Here goes Reichel at the left wing, guarded by Blix. Reichel goes between the legs, still left elbow, top of the key. Here's Huzar, a rainbow three-pointer. That'll go long. Rebound to Lorenz. Lorenz with the basketball now left wing, finds it to Blix. Blix in the left pocket. Miles Freilich going straight up, nearly got the steal. This one is deflected. It's still loose. Eventually the Squirrels will come away with it with Haug, but he throws it away to Zeski. Turnover number 4 on Central Cass. Freilich double team. Easton Holland gets the steal. Holland to the right block, backing down Huzar, can't get it. It's still loose. Holland coming up with it. Then we're going to get a foul on the floor. Got 1, 2, 3 bodies hitting the floor on that last possession. Foul will be on Trey Huzar. That'll be his first, team's third. 25.8 seconds left to play here in this first quarter on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Central Cass will inbound it, and we'll see a foul, and this will be the second one on Trey as Holland was trying to get open, and there was just a little bit of a hold there for Huzar. That'll be his second, team's fourth, and now Huzar's going to play smart for the remainder of this first half. Ball will get inbounded. Blix to the right baseline, gives this one to Lorenz. Lorenz right to the key. 3 is up and in. Cash Lorenz with an 8th made triple of the tournament. Northern Cass sees that deficit grow to 4. They bring it in the front court. 10 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Freilich looking for the ball screen, takes it right-handed side. Nelson gives the screen. Freilich sees it here at the high post. Freilich with the basketball on the interior, finds it to Huzar. Huzar trying to get it off before the horn is up, and it's no good, and that's how we'll end our first quarter of play. It's 12-8 Squirrels after 1 quarter of play on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Are you dreading tax season? Don't stress. Let Olson Accounting make the tax season a breeze, just like knowing your ABCs. From individuals to businesses, the expert staff at Olson Accounting ensures every deduction is maximized, every form is filed correctly. Let Olson Accounting set up your tax plan and eliminate any problems by visiting colsoncpa.com or call 701-683-2700. Olson Accounting of Lisbon.
Looking to sell your equipment or needing an upgrade? Purple Wave Auction has you covered. From construction to agriculture and fleet, we make it easy for you to sell, bid, or buy. Always online and always no reserve. Take the next step and register for free today at purplewave.com. It's time to experience the easiest and most straightforward way to buy and sell equipment with Purple Wave Auction.
Sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhb.bank. That again is dhb.bank. Dakota Heritage Bank. It's a 12-8 contest right now here as Northern Cass will start the basketball with the rock in the second half. Right-handed side goes Crockett, double near sideline Freilich. Freilich open from the college range 3. That'll go long. Rebound here, 1 from Central Cass. Brody Runk gets his 5th board of the contest. Central Cass from the north to the south rim here. Lorenz with a little jitterbug move, gets his way to the baseline, and he's going to get fouled in the act of shooting. Lorenz, an 88% free throw shooter on the season, to the line to shoot 2 as Brooks Crockett picks up the foul, his first and the team's first of the second quarter, as Lorenz will head to the free throw line here for Central Cass. 7:34 to play in the half. Lorenz hits the first. That was 6 points in the game. Central Cass in this tournament, counting that last free throw, now 10 of 18 from the free throw line here in 2 games and a quarter and change. Free throw attempt number 2 by Lorenz, rattles in and out. Trey Huzor gets the rebound, as you'll see it now for Northern Cass. Freilich near sideline, that'll go to Reichel. Here comes a double team. Reichel sees this one tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Blix, as will go out of bounds here. So a 13-8 lead for the Central Cass Squirrels, who led it by 4 going into this second quarter. Still to come, our halftime show, brought to you in part by Cass County Mutual and Tope Insurance. Take a look at the first half numbers and get you ready for the championship game coming up here as well between Kindred and Wahpeton. Foul will be on Zane Blix, as Blix will pick up the foul. That'll be his first, team's first of this quarter, as Huzar was kind of posting up a little bit, trying to get a seal at the high post. Inbounds goes to Huzar on the baseline, as now Freilich will see it here. Freilich with a couple of dribbles takes the ball screen to the right wing. Now to Reichel, right pocket 3, up and in. Reichel with the triple. That's his second made 3 of the half. And Northern Cass is back within 2 as we reach the 7-minute mark. Lorenz at the right wing, he gets doubled, and this will be out of bounds and a turnover here for Central Cass. It'll be their 5th. We'll get a timeout here for head coach Matt Norman. 60 seconds into quarter number 2. We'll break with him on yourliveevent.com.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Third place game of the Region 1 Boys Basketball Tournament today on yourliveevent.com. Chase Miller with you courtside inside the Shield Center. Timeouts brought to you in part by Bank North, helping communities and customers build, grow, and prosper. See what values-based banking can do for you at Bank North. That's banknorth.bank and banknorth.bank, servicing both the Central Cass and Northern Cass school districts. So after the quick timeout, both teams have used 1 in this first half of play. Miles Freilich in the front court now here for Northern Cass, as the Squirrels will match up man pressure defense. They come out and hedge. Freilich uses that screen, looking for Crockett. Gives it right wing to Reichel. Reichel back up top now to Miles here, as Miles will set up the offense. Gives it right wing to Hudson. Reichel taking the screen, top of the key now, looking for Huzar. Huzar with 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Huzar gives it back up top to Reichel. Reichel ripping it through right to left, makes the pass on the interior to Munson. That one tipped out of bounds with 1 second on the shot clock. Last tip here by Zemer, as they'll have to inbound it here on the way. And it's going to be pretty much a catch and shoot here for Northern Cass. As they inbound on the baseline, there's the catch, there's the shot by Reichel short, and we'll see a shot clock violation. Quick substitution now into the game for the Squirrels will be Cole Boer, coming off a 9.3 made 3-point performance against the Vikings last night, and kind of got Central Cass back into the game with a couple of those threes here yesterday for the Squirrels. Central Cass with Zemer will dribble to the right wing, looking to give it to Lorenz. Now back to Runk. Runk right at the key, handoff now to Cash. Lorenz looking for the ball screen, goes right wing, uses up the dribble. Back up top now between the circles. Zemer reverse it left and inside. Here goes Boer with a deep 3. That'll be off the front iron. Rebound underneath. Here to Reichel. Reichel working with it up the near sideline. As he does, finds a streaking Munson to the paint, and a block shot by Runk. Munson got the basketball, was looking to use the shot fake. Runk didn't bite, and then Runk batted that ball out of bounds on the swat. As you'll see this on the inbounds here for Freilich. Freilich gives this one to Huzar. Huzar in the front court with under 6 minutes to play here in this first half. Freilich at the right wing, free throw line extended as Central Cass little matchup zone defense right now. Freilich at the right wing looking for the ball screen, takes it here, gives it to Huzar. Huzar at the wing with the dribble inside the paint, up and off the mark, no good. Rebound here for Holland, his 5th board of the game. Lorenz at the left wing now for the Squirrels. Little hesitation move. Crockett able to wall him off, gives it left-hand side now to Holland. Holland backing down on Trey Huzar with those 2 fouls. Holland to the paint off the window, no, and a foul on Easton. Holland now will have 2 fouls, so both number 4s with 2 in their respective foul category, as Nelson will check in now as Holland will check out. Easton's made an impact with 5 rebounds in this game, albeit he hasn't scored. It's 13-11 with 5:22 here in this first half of play. Northern Cass will see this now with Freilich up the near sideline for the Jags. Freilich taking the ball screen right wing to the high post. Now to Huzar. Huzar with a jab step. Huzar between the circles, gives it to Munson left of the key. Back to Trey. Trey at the college range 3-point line. Going to take a couple hard dribbles to the paint. Spins, misses the shot. Rebound comes down to Zemer. Zemer goes the other side of the floor as he handles this one to a trailing Runk. Runk here at the high post gives it to Cash. He'll step into a 3. This one will be a long rebound as Munson will come away with it. Munson gets his 4th board of the game. The Squirrel faithful wanted to foul on the closeout there of Crockett on Lorenz. Nothing was called and will continue to play. Both teams trying to find a little offensive rhythm in this game. 13-11 Central Cass. Ball will go left inside to Crockett. Pass on the interior. Foul on the floor will be on Lorenz. Cash will pick up the foul, his first, team's 3rd. As we'll see this on the inbounds here as Freilich will inbound the basketball now for Northern Cass. Baseline out of bounds on the left. Freilich gives it left inside to Crockett, but Brooks is going to get called for the offensive. Foul will be on Crockett trying to get open with the extension of the forearm, his 2nd, team 2nd. So for Bryce Laxdal, 2 on Crockett, 2 on Huzar. Well, for Matt Norman, he got 2 on Easton Holland. Squirrels with the rock here. They've scored 1 point in this quarter by Lorenz. Swap the opposite side. 3 points in this quarter by Reichel. That was a made triple for Northern Cass. Boer will see this one between the rings, finds it to Lorenz. Lorenz at the left wing, uses up that dribble to Runk at the free throw line. Now to the baseline. Boer, right pocket 3. Off the mark, no good. And a board to Brooks Crockett. Crockett gets his first board of the contest. Crockett up the near sideline wearing those little neon pink shoes with those white trim. Crockett hands this one off now to Reichel. Reichel goes behind the back. Jumper from 15 is up off the mark, no good. Rebound to Cash. Lorenz gets his 2nd board here for the Squirrels. Lorenz up the far sideline now for Central Cass. Takes it at the free throw line, gives it to Runk. Runk gives it back to Cash here at the right wing. Cash ripping it through left to right, driving kick. This one goes to Boer. Boer will handle it now to Nelson. Nelson looking for it on the reversal, finds it to Zemer. Zemer crossing over left to right to the baseline, looking for the spin. Good D by Freilich. Shot clock to 10 as Zemer gets the ball back, able to skip it now to Runk. Runk at the left wing, gonna spin inside, looking for the shot from 7 feet off the iron. No, but look at Nelson come out of nowhere and get the loose ball. Central Castle reset here with Cash Lorenz. Lorenz top of the key, left to right, gives it to the right wing to Zemer. Zemer will see this one, attacks the paint on the inside, looking for the step to right-handed scoop off the window for 2. How do you do? Andrew Zemer, the freshman, with a made field goal. 15-11, good step by Zemer. Used it, little finger roll with a little English off the backboard for 2. Huzar goes left and inside to the baseline. Crockett left of the key. Deep 3 by Reichel is up off the front iron. And a rebound here for Andrew Zemer. Zemer pushing to Runk. Runk the other side of the floor. Finds it to a cutting Nelson. Nelson on the interior. Able to spin high off the window. Can't get it. Rebound to Freilich. Miles gets his 3rd board of the game. 2:35 left to play here in the opening half. Northern Cass trails it by 4 with the basketball. Freilich to the right wing to Crockett. Brooks looking for the ball screen as they'll come out and hedge. Crockett will see this one as they give it back to Huzar. Huzar with a couple of dribbles, now with 15 seconds on the shot clock with the pass up and into Munson off the window, no good. Rebound to Brody Runk. Runk with his 6th board of the game as you'll see it now with Lorenz. Lorenz with a couple of dribbles at the wing, able to handle it here at the high post, right-handed side to Boer. Boer will give it back up top to Zemer as they give it to Cash. Cash at the right wing taking a couple of dribbles. Lorenz here at top of the key, left-handed side to Runk. Runk taking the ball screen. Runk here at the free throw line looking, find it left-handed side to Boer. Boer finds it now to Zemer. Zemer with a high post flash, shot from 15's no good. Boer coming down to Munson, his 5th. Freilich with the basketball here. It could be some tired legs for both teams again. Day 3 of 3 straight here in the Region 1 tournament. Freilich with the basketball going behind the back, nearly poked away by Ziemer. Shot clock to 20 as the game clock hits 1:30. Miles Freilich here as they're trying to get Reichel open on the baseline. Does. Reichel with the basketball, skips it to Brooks, left of the key, rising three-pointer is off the iron. Rebound, Munson, put back off the window. That can't go. Runt gets his 7th board of the game. 2.7 rebounds for the lone senior here for the Squirrels. Runt calling out the offense now as he does, crossing over right to left. Shot fake now to Lorenz. Lorenz at the right wing. He'll pull up 3! Tickles the twine. Lorenz now with 9, and that's his second made 3 of the contest here with under 60 seconds to play in the half. Freilich right to the key now for Northern Cass. Freilich with an answer three-pointer coming from the college range. Can't get it. Rebound to Lorenz. Lorenz in transition here for the Squirrels as they see this first Central Cass ball screen coming by Nelson. Lorenz to the left wing as it works back up top to Nelson. He'll step into a deep 2. That's in and out, no good. Rebound to Trey. Huzar gets his second rebound of the contest. For Northern Cass, albeit you just have one field goal, 3 points in this quarter. If you get a made field goal here, you can cut it back to a 2-possession game to go to the half. Northern Cass here with Freilich. We'll see this one guarded there by Ziemer. About a second to game clock to shot clock differential here. Freilich, bounce pass right-handed side, Huzar. Huzar at the high post, looking across the paint. Brewer tips that one out of bounds with 8 seconds on the shot clock. Substitution into the game will be Keegan Peterson now for the Squirrels as Brewer will check out. Freilich to inbound it here on the baseline. Freilich on the baseline here. Looking for a teammate, finds one to Munson, left the key to Brooks Crockett. Three-pointer for Brooks is off the iron, no good. Rebound gets tipped on the hands of Nelson. Near sideline, Ziemer with 2 with 1. Ziemer tries to beat the horn, can't get the shot off, and that's how we'll end our first half of play. On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, it's Central Cass 18, Northern Cass 11. We'll get to our halftime show, brought to you in part by Cass County Mutual and Hope Insurance next when we take a look at the first half numbers.
You would never buy a one-size-fits-all shirt, and you should never do so to protect your valuable assets. And we'll find you the right fit for your insurance policies.
Home insurance, auto insurance, commercial insurance, benefits insurance, crop insurance.
We have you covered from head to toe, underground to sky. Experience the difference with Irie. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve.
Since its beginning, the Central Cass Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cass High School. Through the years, that mission has broadened to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cass Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels!
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Benedictine Mission Coordinator has a great move-in special. For a limited time, you can save $5,000 when you move in. That's $1,000 off your first 4 months of rent, and the $1,000 move-in fee is waived. Your rent at Benedictine Mission Coordinator covers 3 meals a day, home and yard maintenance, indoor access to Essentia Health Clinic and Benedictine Therapy Services, and much more. To schedule an appointment, call Benedictine Mission Court at 218-784-5250. Save $5,000 with this move-in special. In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. OBS affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale Thursday, March 20th at the ranch near Hitterdall, Minnesota. 75 Red Angus bulls plus 20 elite hand-picked registered heifers. Same reliable program, new exciting genetics, producing Red Angus genetics with sustainability for over 26 years. Request a catalog today. Call Gary Jacobson 701-361-3189 or Facebook Jacobson Red Angus. The sale broadcast on DV Auction. Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale Thursday, March 20th, 1 p.m.
At the half here on YourLiveEvent.com, brought to you in part by Cass County Mutual. Get in contact with Lindsey Johnson and the gang at Cass County Mutual as they provide insurance products all of southeastern North Dakota. They're a local company providing local service to all their policyholders. Visit Cass County Mutual to find an agent near you. That again is Cass County Mutual to find an agent near you. Northern Cass, 4 turnovers so far here in this first half to Central Cass's 5. The Jags 1 of 1 from the free throw line. They've hit 2 threes with 3 players in the scoring column. Northern Cass so far here in this one of 5-7. He had a 6, 13 rebounds in this first half. All for the Central Cass Squirrels. They currently have 4 players in the scoring column. They've hit 3 threes, and they're 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 21 rebounds here for the Central Cass Squirrels. Northern Cass led by the 6 points of Hudson Reichel with 2 made threes. He has a made rebound as well. Miles Freilich with 3 points and 3 boards. 2 points here for Trey Huzar with 2 rebounds. 6 rebounds for Munson and a rebound for Brooks Crockett. Again, Northern Cass led by the 6 of Hudson Reichel. Well, for Central Cass led by the 9 of Cash Lorenz with 2 made threes. He's 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Lorenz also with 3 rebounds, 5 points, 2 boards for Peterson, 2 points, 7 boards for Brody Runk, 2 points for Zemer, and a couple of rebounds for Mr. Ben Nelson here in this one as well. Central Cass 12 points in the first quarter, 6 in the second. Northern Cass with 8 points in the first quarter and 3 points in quarter number 2. At the half, it's Central Cass with a 8-15 record on the season, leading the team with a 15-8 record here in Northern Cass. Again, 18-11. The last time that Central Cass lost to Northern Cass comes back February 6th of 2018. 2,591 days ago, or 7 years, 1 month, and 6 days, was the last time that the Jags beat the Squirrels. If Central Cass wins here tonight, it'll be 10 straight in postseason and regular season matchups. Well, for Northern Cass, trying to upend that streak and get to a state qualifying game in which Central Cass missed out on last season as they fell to Wahpeton in this very round. And last year, Central Cass ended Northern Cass's season as well, but that was back in the quarters in the 4-5 matchup. Quick break. We'll let you know what's coming up here later between the Vikings and the Huskies in the championship on our halftime show.
Are you looking for your next vacation rental? Call or text Mason at Cleveguard Rentals 701-552-3181. Family fun, girls getaway, retreats and get-togethers. Call or text Mason 701-552-3181. Located on West McDonald Lake, your vacation awaits.
This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. This year, our Planter Operator Clinic dates are March 18th and 25th. Expanded sessions to include monitors, systems, and diagnostic training for V-Drive, Delta Force, and Speed Tube, as well as Roll Flow and Air Force. Morning and afternoon sessions each day with lunch from Cruisin' Cafe. Register at planterdoc.com. March 18th and 25th. Please register at planterdoc.com.
High school hoops here on our halftime show, brought to you in part by Tope Insurance. Go to Tope Insurance in Castleton for a quote or review of your policies. Get in touch with Ryan throughout the week at 701-347-4045. That's 701-347-4045 with Tope Insurance. Still to come, we'll get to the all-region team, the senior athlete, the coach of the year later tonight after the conclusion of our championship game Kindred, since the 3-division system, is 5-0 all-time against the Wahpeton Huskies. Average margin of victory for the Vikings against Wahpeton is 15 points. The Kindred Vikings have found themselves for a 5th consecutive season in a region title, while for the Wahpeton Huskies, back-to-back years, losing to Kindred in last year's region title by a final of 65-50. That's what's to come here later tonight from the Shack. A reminder, tomorrow on YourLiveEvent.com, Region 2 basketball, third place matchup between Grafton and Four Winds Minnewacan at 5:30. Then the championship will follow that between Thompson and Devils Lake at 7. Joel Ansello and Kevin Kochman will be on the call for you on that one for our video coverage up at the Betty. At the half against Central Cass, led by the 9 of Lorenz. Northern Cass led by the 6 of Rachel. Back with the second half after this. That does it for a halftime show, brought to you in part by Tope Insurance and Cass County Mutual. Get in touch with Cass County Mutual at CassCountyMutual.com or get in touch with Ryan at 701-347-4045. Back with the second half when we return here inside the Shack.
Hey Lisbon, it's time to rally behind our favorite team. The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters are sending all our best wishes to the Broncos as they hit the court and field this season. The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters are proud to support our teams and community. Let's show our Broncos that we're with them every step of the way. Go Broncos! Your dedication and spirit makes us all proud. From all of us at the Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters, we're cheering for you.
You would never buy a one-size-fits-all shirt, and you should never do so to protect your valuable assets. And we'll find you the right fit for your insurance policies.
Home insurance, auto insurance, commercial insurance, benefits insurance, crop insurance.
We have you covered from head to toe, underground to Scott. Experience the difference with Irie. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve.
As we get you ready for the third quarter here on YourLiveEvent.com, Central Cass will begin the quarter with the basketball here, 18-11. Now it's just a matter of will the defenses hold serve in the second half, or can someone find a little 5-0, 7-0 multiple mini runs here and get this game going here from the offensive perspective. Regardless, all that matters in this game is win and advance to a state qualifier at 3 o'clock on Saturday here in the Shack. With it, it's going to be Zemer now working with it right to left in the red uniforms here for the Squirrels. Up top now to Runk. Runk at the left wing looking for Lorenz, as right now Zeski is face guarding Lorenz. Ball goes on the interior to Holland. Now it goes to Runk. Runk on the baseline, shot fake inside the paint. Bounce pass to Peterson. Peterson back to Brody. Now 10 seconds on the shot clock. Runk at the free throw line gives this one. Now that'll be in the hands of Zemer. Zemer looking for a back cut. Finds it to Lorenz. Lorenz in the right wing. Tough shot off the window. And the foul will be assessed here on Parker Zeski. His team's first of the third quarter, as Lorenz will head to the free throw line to shoot 2. Cash 1 of 2 from the free throw line here in this half. Chance to get to double digits, or 1 of 2 in the game. Now make him 2 of 3. Free throw attempt number 2 upcoming for Lorenz. Double digits with 10. Now make it 11. 22-11, 9-point lead here for Central Cass as the Jags will see it with Reichel. Reichel at the left wing, crossing over left to right. Reichel inside the paint, floater off the backboard, can't get it. Rebound tipped out by Munson. Munson will see it here, power dribble on the interior, double team coming, and a foul either on Runk or Lorenz. Foul be assessed on number 0. That'll be Brody Runk, his team's first of this third quarter. 3 players in the scoring column again for the Jags in that first half. Freilich bounce pass gives it to Reichel. Reichel works through a double team, hits the deck looking for Huzar, and this will be a turnover. Northern Castle's looking for a foul, nothing granted. Brunk gives this one. Peterson on the inside, goes Holland, and Munson went up, and there's a foul. Munson will pick up the foul, his first, team second, and we'll see 2 free throws upcoming here for Easton Holland. Holland, a 70% free throw shooter on the season. 2 free throws on the way here for Central Cass. And if you're not shooting the ball extremely well, find a way to get to the free throw line. That's what the Squirrels have done here with back-to-back possessions in the quarter. And they made their free throws so far. 3 up, 3 in, trying to make it 4 of 4 now for Holland. They get the game to a 10-point margin. Free throw number 2 on the way here for Easton is good. And for Central Cass, just like that, now the starting 5, all with at least 2 points. Central Cass starting to double up the Janks here in this third quarter. Here comes a double. Freilich will see it, able to get out of it. Works still left wing. Freilich with the basketball, top of the key. Freilich driving over to the baseline now. Gets walled off here on the left baseline. Finds it to Trey. Trey with a shot fake. Kuzar spinning on the inside. Inside the paint, up and in. Northern Cass will need more of that. Getting inside the paint, finishing for 2. They found it a ton yesterday against Wahpeton. Back within single digits. Holland, though, getting by. Huzar finishes with a right-hand reversal for 2 from the left to right block. And Central Cass with the answer now, 24-13, 6:15 here in quarter number 3. Huzar will see this in the front court now for the Jags as he takes the screen. Trey, nice pass on the interior. Munson, a foul will be in the act of shooting. As picking up the foul will be Keegan Peterson. Peterson holding his hand right now as he got his hand maybe a little bit jammed there with Munson. Foul will go on Keegan, his first, team second. So Peterson will get checked out here, and it just looks like he's working that left thumb right now. As you'll see, the free throw opportunity on the way as the officials here just making sure that Keegan's good, but he'll get subbed out for it here on the in between the free throw opportunities here by Munson. Munson 1 of 4 in the tournament from the line. Right-handed toss is going to go long as see the substitution is coming in. The game will be Jackson Haug as again Keegan Peterson will get assessed here. Taking a hold of his left thumb right now if he maybe jammed it or popped it out, and that's the question right now with the assistant coaches. As the head athletic trainer here, we'll take a look at him. Free throw number 2 on the way here for Munson. Is in and out, no good. Rebound on the way to Holland, his 6th board of the game. Near sideline now goes Zemer. Zemer will see it here at the left wing. Zemer makes his way to the paint, off the window, good for 2. All that is just a little play on the left wing. You're gonna fake the handoff, and if you see a little lane opening up, he went right to the paint. Zemer hit that one textbook. Timeout on the floor with 5:56 to play in the third. It is a timeout here, brought to you in part by Bank North.
At Bank North, we strive to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. One transaction, one relationship, and one community at a time. We do it by supporting kids and schools, pitching in to help neighbors in need, partnering with rural businesses, and providing all the traditional and modern banking products and personalized lending services you expect from a reliable financial partner. Bank North, always true.
And right on cue, timeout brought to you in part by Bank North. Visit banknorth.bank. That again is banknorth.bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Second timeout taken in the game here for head coach Bryce Laxdal and Northern Cass as they trail it 26-13 in what it's been a game that points are hard to come by. Earlier this season, Central Cass beat Northern Cass in Hunter on March the 3rd, 69-37, and the only meeting between the two teams here this season. As we get ready to inbound the basketball here for Northern Cass in their home white uniforms. Jaguars across the front in cursive in black, outlined in gold with the black numerals here this evening. Freilich looking for a ball screen, takes one on the way. Little pick and pop action to Trey Huzar. Huzar at the right of the key. Huzar will see this ball gets swung now to Crockett. Crockett going to drive on the baseline. Block shot by Holland. Holland got the block shot on the way as he went on top of the shot. Now it goes to Lorenz on the near sideline. Look at the ankle cross. Cash right-handed side to Zemer. Zemer will see this now. Couple of dribbles rising from 16. That'll be short. Rebound tipped and eventually in the hands here of Northern Cass. It'll go with Miles Freilich. Freilich with the rock now for the Jags as they're able to utilize it here. Freilich with a hard drive, able to spin. Kick to Huzar, right key, three-pointer is up and off the mark. Rebound tipped, and this one will be last touch by Lorenz. Now for the Jags looking to buy a bucket. They got 8 points in the first quarter on 3 made field goals, 1 field goal in the second, and just 1 field goal so far here in the fifth. 5 field goals in about nearly 20 minutes of play here for Northern Cass. Ball will go right-hand side, Crockett, right wing 3. This will help. Brooks Crockett with the triple from the right wing. His 53rd made triple of the season. If he gets going, it just adds another offensive option here for Northern Cass. Lorenz pick and pop to Holland, looking for the answer. 3 is up and off the mark. Rebound to Brooks. And we'll see a foul here on the reach of either Zemer or Boer. The foul will be on Andrew. Zemer with his second and the team's third. Here with 4:49 left to play in the third quarter, and Central Cass with a little full court pressure defense. 3 fouls, 4 timeouts here for Central Cass. While for the Jags, 3 timeouts remaining, 2 fouls here in this third quarter. Uzor right-handed side. This one goes to Zeski. Zeski with it back up top now as the Jags run a little 4-out, 1 in. The one right now is Huzar. He gets the ball on the right wing. Huzar with a little hop inside the paint for 2. Little 5-0 run here for the Jags. And Northern Cass is back with an 8. Left-handed side goes Zemer. Zemer with it back up top to Holland. Holland handles the basketball now to Lorenz. Lorenz top of the key driving, and there's going to be a foul with Parker Zeski. Zeski's going to pick the foul. That'll be his third, team's third. And we'll see an inbounds here for Lorenz right in front of us on Media Row. On the baseline, make that sideline out of bounds here for Central Cass as they give this one out to Zemer. With 4:15 left to play in the third. Bounce pass, that'll go to Runk at the high post at the left elbow. Runk lost it, it's on the deck. Crockett gets on the floor. We're going to see a tie-up, and the arrow will make its way towards Northern Cass. So essentially a turnover here as the Jags get a couple of stops. They get a couple of field goals, looking to add to that here and make this a 2-possession game if they can get something to go through the cylinder. Northern Cass here with Freilich. Crossing over right to left. Freilich at the left wing. Driving kick. Left pocket 3 for Brooks is going to go long. Rebound on the way for Jackson Howe. Good luck, though, for the Jags. Price will like more of that. Other side of a timeout for head coach Matt Norman. We'll break as well. 3:48 left to play on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhb.bank. Squirrels up by 8 with the ball when we return.
Bears Home Solutions is the Red River Valley's premier HVAC and plumbing company. Our team of friendly, licensed professionals has delivered top-notch service to the Red River Valley since 1978. Bears Home Solutions is the only name you need to know when it comes to heating, cooling, and plumbing installation, service, or repair. When you want it done right the first time, you need a Bear in there.
Make sure you patronize our sponsors. Without them, we would not be able to bring you the region basketball tournament here inside the Shield Center. Whether it's a simple thank you, maybe you're able to go to their business and have patronize them in some capacity. Make sure you do that throughout the course of the upcoming days and weeks. Here on YourLiveEvent.com, Chase Miller with you from the third place game of the Region 1 Boys Basketball Tournament Division A. 2-3 zone after the timeout here for Northern Cass. Matt Norman's got 3 remaining. Squirrels with the basketball. Holland lost it, gives it to Runk now at the left wing. Runk inside the paint. A little teardropper for Brody's up and in. Runk has 4, and Central Cass now leads it 28-18. Full court pressure defense by the Squirrels. A little 2-2-1. Reichel goes into a double team here. Step through, and there's a steal. With it now is Zemer. Zemer bounce pass here to Lorenz. Lorenz off the window for 2. Lorenz has 13 points as he hits the deck. Thought that there was a foul. Nothing was called as he got it here now for Central Cass. Freilich will see this one in the front court. Squirrels going to trap again out of Huzar. Huzar with the basketball. No look past Zeski and a turnover here on the Jags. And the Squirrels with this little 2-2-1 full court press have just maybe sped up Northern Cass a little bit here with 2:56 left to play in the third quarter. Still Northern Cass very much within this game, but a 12-point lead in a contest like this might feel like it's more of an 18 to 20-point deficit. Lorenz, teardropper off the backboard from the right wing for 2. Lorenz has 15 on the night. 14-point deficit now for the Jags. Reichel sees this to Crockett. Crockett gets doubled. Wraparound pass to Freilich, now to Huzar. Huzar at the left wing goes on the interior, gets stripped away. With it now is Brody Runk. Runk will see this in the front court. Backing down Crockett, gives it now to Zemer. Zemer with it, going to spin on the interior. Zemer does, gives it right wing to Lorenz. Lorenz back to the right-handed side. Here goes Blix, hard to the paint. Driving kick now top of the key. Coming into a 3 is Zemer. Tickles the twine. And a timeout for Bryce Laxton. 35-18. Zemer with the triple for the Squirrels as Central Cass has ballooned this one up to a 17-point lead with 2:07 left to play in the third.
I'm I'm Molly, and I have lived here a little over 3 years now. I like the open spaces here and being able to go in and out. I like the fact that I don't have stairs or elevators. I just have most everything that I need close at hand.
For the last 25 years, Carlita Dietz at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Premier Properties has been serving the real estate needs of Fargo-Moorhead and the surrounding communities. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, Carlita is ready to help you evaluate the market and make the right choice for you. Take the first step into settling into your next home by calling Carlita Dietz at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Premier Properties at 701-367-5918. Experienced, confident, qualified Carlita Dietz.
After the timeout on the floor, brought to you in part by Bank North. Work to do now for Northern Cass as they're trailing it by 17. Timeout on the floor again, brought to you in part by Bank North. Full court pressure defense. Northern Cass will see it right-hand side to Reichel. Teardroppers up and in as they get the made field goal here out of the timeout, and the Jags are back within 20. They get to 20. They're back within 15. Right-handed side goes Zemer. Zemer will see this now for Central Cass. Crossing over, goes between the legs, finds it to Lorenz. Lorenz up top to Runk. Runk extra find to Zemer. Zemer at the left wing. Zemer on the baseline, gives this one out to Blix. Nice switch here by the Jags defensively. Blix on the baseline, used up that dribble, has to get it out before it's a 5-second counter. Does Matt Norman pick up the possession? He'll pick him up with a timeout here for the Squirrels, and we'll break with him as Matt Norman will have now 2 remaining. Shot clock will be at 9 when we return on your LiveEvent.com.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsborough. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
As we come back here on the inbounds here, Blix will see it with 4 seconds, now with 3 seconds, as Blix will give it to Lorenz. Right wing three, a short rebound, though, put back by Peterson, can't get it to go. A board underneath, and it'll be last touch here by Huszar. So with 1:14 left to play in the third quarter, Central Cass, a little football score with a 35-20 lead right now. Squirrels will inbound it here with Easton Holland. Holland will utilize it. As he does to the right baseline, Lorenz will utilize it here. Lorenz taking a couple of dribbles, crossing over left to right, goes between the legs. Lorenz with a pass and a foul on the floor on Crockett. Foul number 4 here for the Jags of the quarter. Brooks will pick up his third, so we got 3 on Parker Zeski, 3 on Crockett now for Northern Cass. Central Cass to inbound it here with Easton Holland. Holland gives it right-handed side to Lorenz. Lorenz, right wing rising, 3-pointer long. Rebound here, though, for Blix, but he was out of bounds, and it will be Northern Cass basketball. It was at the half 18-11. 7 points so far, make that 9 points here for Northern Cass. I've seen 17 points here in the quarter for the Squirrels. Freilich will handle this one now to Huszar, gives this to Munson. Munson inside the paint to Reichel. Reichel step up, and this one is up and in. Looking move by Reichel inside the paint, makes it 35-22 here, as you'll see this for Central Cass now to Zane Blix. Blix at the right wing. Blix able to spin on the interior. Zane off the window, can't get it. Rebound going to be toss-up for him. Blix will see a traveling violation as Miles Freilich came away with the loose ball. They'll call it a traveling violation and a turnover here on Northern Cass. As you'll see the inbounds here for Central Cass with a .2 to game clock to shot clock differential here to end the quarter. Zane Blix taking a couple dribbles now for the Squirrels, as he does on top of that NDSU emblem. As they slow it up here for Central Cass. Blix to the near sideline. This will go to Holland. Easton Holland gives it back now to Zane. Zane here at the top of the key. Blix with a couple of dribbles right-handed side with it. Now is Jackson Haug. Haug with it to the right wing. Able to cross over. Haug gives it right-handed side to Holland. Right pocket three to beat the horn off the backboard. Easton Holland from the front of the Central Cass bench off the backboard from the right wing to beat the horn. And Easton will finish the quarter with 7. On our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, Central Cass leads at 38-22 as we head to the 4th.
At Cass County Mutual Insurance Company, they provide services to homeowners, farm owners, tenants, seasonal dwellings, mobile homes, and farm and personal liability. Cass County Mutual Insurance provides local service to all policyholders and is working with clients in 19 counties in the southeast portion of North Dakota. For more information about Cass County Mutual Insurance Company or to find an agent closest to you, go online to CassCountyMutualInsuranceCompany.com and use their agent locator. Since its beginning, the Central Cass Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cass High School. Through the years, that mission has broadened to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cass Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels!
As we get you ready for the 4th quarter here, Squirrels will handle a rock as they do right of the key. This one will go to Brody Runk, now to Zemer. Zemer dribble pullback, got it time to set his feet. Shot will be off the mark, and a rebound underneath here to Nelson. Nelson gets the loose ball as Northern Cass will now utilize it for the first time here in the quarter offensively. Miles Freilich to the high post. This one goes to Nelson. Nelson with it. Shovel pass to Reichel. Reichel at the left wing gives it to Freilich. Freilich ripping it through left to right on the step. They're off the window. Gets fouled and counted. Miles Freilich now with 5. A chance to make it 6 at the free throw line. Foul will come on the help on Nelson. We'll see the foul assessed here on Ben. It'll be his first, team's first of the 4th quarter, so a good start from the Jakes' perspective. If you're trying to mount a comeback, get a stop, get a made field goal, and you get the free throw here for Freilich as he's got 6, and the Jakes are back within 13. This one gets tipped out right in front of us, as this one will be out of bounds, and it will go towards Central Cass. So 7:24 left here in quarter number 4. Central Cass to inbound it as they will. This one will go to Jackson Haug. Haug will see this left of the key to the high post now to Brody Runk. Runk at the left wing looking for a teammate. Finds one left-handed side. That'll go to Zemer. Zemer with it here with a right-handed dribble. Gives this one now to Haug, who's walled off by Crockett. Haug able to spin on the inside. Uses up that dribble from the left block. Finds it to the free throw line to Nelson. Nelson to the right block. Finds a cutting Zemer. Zemer off the window for 2 from the baseline. Zemer now with 9. 40-25, patient offense where Central Cass killed some time. You got to score. That's what Matt Norman wants to finish this game. Trey Huzar up top now to Freilich. Central Cass coming out to Hedge. Freilich with it here at the right wing. Freilich with a shot fake. Miles will see this one now to Brooks. Brooks is going to drive the other side. He gets fouled in the act of shooting, and Crockett will head to the free throw line for 2. Foul assessed on the Squirrels. This will go on Jackson Haug, his first, team's second. And Northern Cass gets the free throw line here for 2 more free throws to begin the quarter. They came in 0 for 2 in the game in the first 3 quarters. Make that 1 of 3, excuse me. They're going to shoot 3 free throws here in the opening 80 seconds of quarter number 4. First one is good for Crockett. Second one on the way for Brooks is also good. Back to a 13-point game now with 6:35 to play as Central Cass brings it up the near sideline with Zemer. Zemer at the left wing. Zemer gives this one to Nelson. Nelson on the step, leaves it left-handed side as this one goes Peterson. Peterson at the left wing on the interior to Nelson. From the baseline, shot is up off the mark, and Crockett gets the loose ball. Double team coming here as Brooks steps it through now to Huzar. Trey will utilize it here in the front court for Northern Cass. As he does, able to spin inside, and there's going to be a travel or a foul, and this will be a foul as Huzar was able to split both Brody Runk and Zemer. The foul will be on Runk, his second in the team's third. As Lorenz will check in, also coming back in will be Easton Holland. 6:13 left to play in the fourth quarter. Northern Cass to inbound it here, baseline out of bounds right with Reichel. Reichel on the inbounds for the Jags, gives it right at a key. Back up top, that'll go to Crockett. Crockett driving kick to Miles. Freilich with a shot fake. Freilich on the interior, right-handed scoop up and in. Freilich with 5 in the quarter, 8 in the game, when the Jags are clawing their way back within 11 here at the 6-minute mark of the fourth, and Matt Norman wants a timeout on the floor. That'll be the second to last one here for Central Cass. They'll have 1 remaining. Northern Cass will have 2 timeouts remaining. The Jags cut that 16-point deficit down to 11 in the opening 2 minutes of the fourth.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Timeout on the floor brought to you in part by Bank North. Visit banknorth.bank. That is banknorth.bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. They've been a trusted financial partner helping customers, communities build, grow, and prosper. See what values-based banking can do for you by visiting a branch or their website at banknorth.bank. So again, from the Northern Cass perspective, it's about as good of a quarter as you could get with. You're not going to get all the 16 points down at the quarter, but you cut it to 11 in the first 2 minutes. You like to see that law of average continue if you're Bryce Laxdal and a Northern Cass fan. If you're Central Cass right now, just looking for a quality possession and try to stem the tide a little bit here in this third place contest. Ball will go to Zemer on the inbounds, right wing pick and roll action as it goes to Runk, and Nelson bats that one out of bounds here for the Jags. Loser of this game, their season comes to a close. The winner of this game will play Saturday at 3 o'clock against the Region 2 runner-up of either Devils Lake or Thompson. Lorenz here on the interior. This one will be a foul on Northern Cass. Foul will be on Freilich. This one will be his second. Team's first on the way, as you'll see the Squirrels on the inbounds here with Brody Runk. Runk gives this one left and inside to Peterson. Peterson on the step left of the key. Lorenz fires, shoots, and scores. Cash Lorenz with his another triple here in this contest. He's got 18 points in the game in his third mate triple. Ball will go to the right-handed side. Crockett's going to spin on the interior, gives it back to the right wing. Reichel for the answer. 3 is up and in. Reichel with his third three-pointer. He's got 13. But right now, Northern Cass cannot continue to trade buckets right now here for the Squirrels. 5:10 left to play here in the fourth. Holland top of the key, jab step trying to get by Huzar. Holland gives it left and inside to Zemer. Now back it goes to Runk. Runk will utilize the basketball here for the Squirrels between the circles as he gives this one now to Holland. Holland's going to drive on the interior, step through, and a block shot as it goes to Huzar, right to Holland. Holland from his backside gives it to Zemer, kicks it now to Runk, back to Zemer here on the baseline. Zemer gives up top to Peterson. Shot clock to 3 seconds, now to 2. Holland from the left baseline for 3. Rattle it in. Easton Holland with 10 and a big-time triple there late in the shot clock. 4:30 left to play here in quarter number 4. Ball will go to Brooks Crockett. Crockett ripping it through. Crockett to the paint, off the window. Shot, no rebound. Put back. Brooks is good. Crockett's got 7 points, 4 rebounds here, but the Jags again trading buckets right now with 4:15 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Runk will give it back up top. That'll go to Zemer. Zemer here for Central Cass at the right wing. On the interior to Holland. Back to Peterson. Left of the key 3. That'll go short out of play. And this one will make its way towards Northern Cass. So again, going to see Peterson back in after he had a little bit of a jammed thumb. Does have some tape on that left hand right now. So he'll get checked out quickly as Zane Blix will come into the game. Northern Cass will inbound it as they do. They give it to Trey Huzar. Huzar now in the front court for the Jags. Huzar taking the ball screen. Huzar will attack and a block shot, but a foul. Trey will head to the free throw line. A 48% free throw shooter to the stripe to shoot 2. The foul will be coming across here on Central Cass. This will be on Holland, his third, team's 4. So from here on out, Northern Cass will be in the bonus with 3:55 to play in quarter number 4. Free throw on the way. It's good for Trey. He's got 7. Now 47 in the tournament here for Huszar. Future SDSU baseball commit. Second one's going to go long and go out of bounds. And it will be Central Cass basketball. But from the Jakes' perspective, you got to the bonus, you hit a free throw. Just how many more possessions can you get here for Northern Cass for the remainder of this contest? Ball goes to Blix. Central Cass can be deliberate right now, up by double digits. Runk going to see a double, gives it to Lorenz. Top of the key, 3 for Cash is short. Rebound tipped out on the interior, put back, and there's a foul. Holland got the rebound. The foul will be assessed on Reichel, his first and the team's second. And actually this one will go on Crockett. So Crockett will pick up the 4th, and this one will be before the shot. But Holland did get his 7th rebound of the game, and Holland's going to make a baseline cut and finish for 2. Holland now with 12 in the contest. Nice little V cut there by Holland, set his man up perfectly. He's got 12. Seeing it now is Huszar. Huszar gets fouled in the act of shooting, and Trey will head back to the free throw line. Foul will come across here for the Squirrels. This will be on Zemer, his 3rd. So we got 3 on Holland, 3 on Zemer right now from Matt Norman. And you can hear Matt Norman across the way saying, stay down, you don't need to reach. You don't need to jump on a shot fake. Because right now what the Jags are trying to do is see if you can take the shot fake, go into a body, get to the free throw line with the clock stopped here and try to cut into this lead. Free throw attempt is up and in on the second for Huszar, who splits the pair on back-to-back attempts. That's back to a 12-point margin here, but every time you look up at the clock, another 30, 40 seconds come off this one on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Make sure you stay tuned with us on our post-game show. Final numbers, Enbridge player of the game, that and more. We'll get you ready for the championship between Wahpeton and Kindred. Runk at the left wing, Runk on the interior, and there's going to be a foul on Nelson. Sam Nelson with the foul. That'll be his first, team's 3rd, and 2 free throws here for Brody Runk. Runk to the free throw line on the way here for Central Cass. A 73% free throw shooter on the season here for Brody. Free throw is up and good. He's got 5. Free throw attempt number 2 upcoming here for the lone senior for Central Cass, and Runk is good. Makes it a 50-36 lead here for Central Cass. Freilich will see it in the front court now here for the Jags. As he does, takes the screen. Freilich to the right wing, crossing over left to right. It's off a shoe, and it's last off Miles Freilich. A turnover here for Northern Cass. It'll be their 9th. Game got underway at 6:04 earlier today. Just over 65 minutes old here inside the Shield Center. Central Cass, they never won back-to-back games till the end of the regular season, in which they beat Northern Cass, then defeated Lisbon in the region quarters, and now trying to win 3 out of 4 here for the Squirrels. Holland at the left baseline. Can't get it to go. Rebound comes down to Freilich. Freilich with his 5th board of the game. Freilich up the floor to Reichel. Reichel on the interior. Reichel with the step off the window. Good for 2. Reichel's got 15, and we're back to a 12-point contest with 2:25 here in the 4th. Cash Lorenz crossing over left to right. Right wing now to Zemer. Zemer will see this here for the Squirrels, taking the screen. Zemer guarded by Reichel. Uses up that dribble up top now to Runk. Runk will see this as he looks at the shot clock with 15. As Runk will take it now to the right of the key. Runk with the basketball. Runk to the baseline. Runk up and in for 2. Brody Runk's got 8. Central Cass with the answer here in the 4th quarter, as they've done time and time again, just unable to give Northern Cass a chance to get a run in them. Miles Freilich on the other side off the window, got it to go. Freilich with another 2 points here for the Jags, but here is the same old story, back within 12 as Freilich's got 10 in this contest. Lorenz sees this to Holland, as it will go left-handed side to Blix. And Blix just going to dribble this one out as Northern Cass will come on and double. Holland is open. Holland to the paint. Holland with the right-handed reversal layup for 2. Holland with 14 in the contest. 54-40 as a Central Cass faithful can start to feel it to get to a state qualifier on Saturday. Freilich will see this now to the top right. She'll jumper from 15. That'll rim rattling in. And a timeout here for head coach Bryce Laxdell. Rachel's got 17. It's 54-42 with 70 seconds to play here in the fourth on YourLiveBet.com.
The City of Hillsborough invites you to make Hillsborough your home. If you're looking for a new home or a job, check out the opportunities in Hillsborough and see what the community can offer you and your family. Enjoy a quality family life with community, education, church, entertainment, and more. For all neighbors and those driving through the region, we welcome you to come and shop with the businesses in Hillsborough. If you have questions related to services available in the City of Hillsborough, contact the Hillsborough City office at 701-636-4620.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhb.bank. 70 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. Runk on the inbounds, gives it to Holland. There's a foul by Munson. So Keelan will pick up the foul. That'll be the team's fourth here, and the clock will stop at 1:09. Quickly in here is Cole Boer as Zane Blix will check out. Now for Northern Cass, it's all about a possession game. Bryce Laxdell said if you can keep Central Cass under 55, we feel like we'll have a chance in this one. Well, they've kept them under 55, but it's at 54. Munson gets a steal, though, the other side of the floor, and finishes for two. So Munson gets a steal, goes right to the 10. We're back within 10 with 60 seconds to play. Brody Runk saying, everybody just kind of clear out. Let me go one-on-one right now so we can see the double team coming. There's a foul. Smart play by Runk. He got 10 seconds to use in the backcourt. He saw the double, told everybody just to clear out, made a move, got by his defender, threw it up the floor, and Runk will head to the free throw line. Brody with 8 points. Foul will be assessed here on Northern Cass. That'll be their fifth. And we'll see two free throws upcoming here for Runk. Talking with Matt Norman earlier in the year, they went down to Wahpeton. There was a media member down in Wahpeton that said, hey, Brody Runk is kind of like a daycare here with how many freshmen and sophomores and underclassmen that is. They heard about it, and all of a sudden the school superintendent for Central Cass told them about it, so they made t-shirts that said Brody Runk's Daycare. They put Brody's name in front of it, got his face on it. Kind of cool looking t-shirt momentum for those Central Cass fans out there. Ball will go on the high post now. 45 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. With it on the inside goes Hoppy off the window for two. The senior gets 2 points here for the Jags. We're back within 10. Full court pressure defense. Hoppy guarded Lorenz here, as we'll get a timeout for Matt Norman to avoid a 10-second violation. 32.9 seconds left to play here in the fourth quarter. 56-46. Won't keep it here. Timeout on the floor again, brought to you in part by Bank North. Trusted financial partner for generations. Go to banknorth.bank. So with this result, if it stands, unless there is a Reggie Miller sighting here inside the Shield Center, Northern Cass would finish the year at 15-9. Last year they went 15-7. 2 years ago, 7-13. They played a mix of A and B competition throughout the years, but for Northern Cass, 2 years here in this new three-class system, 30 wins, and then they will have 16 losses. While for Central Cass, they went 10-14 last season. This year, this win would improve them to 9-15 and get them one step farther than where they were a year ago. Northern Cass lost in the quarters. This is already a better season in terms of just the final game results here from a year ago. And for Central Cass, if they can hang on, it would be a better result from a year ago in which they lost in the third place game to Valley City to get to a state qualifier upcoming on Saturday. Central Cass will see this. Here comes a double. Cash Lorenz, and there's going to be a foul as Hoppy will pick up the foul. That'll be his first. And we'll see two free throws on the way for Lorenz. Lorenz trying to get to 20 points at the free throw line. And a reminder, the state qualifier was an integral part in how the girls basketball state tournaments finished. In the A, the Thompson Tommies had to go through Mayville in a state qualifier to defeat Northern Cass. They would eventually take the state runner-up And then on the B side, Benson County and Canberra-Bobos, both teams who played in the state championship, made their way through a state qualifier. As for Northern Cass, they will unload the bench. It'll be the final time for the seniors here for Northern Cass of Trey Huzar, Matthew Hoppy, Keelan Munson, and Sam Nelson here representing the Jags. Tip of the cap to those four. Bryce Laxdal giving a hug to Trey Huzar right now, and some of the other teammates. Well, for Central Cass, the realization of survive and advance, you get a couple more days at least, and one win away now from the state tournament as Lorenz hits the second, misses the first, 57-46. As the Central Cass Squirrels, the number 5 seed here in this tournament, will make their way to the will make their way to a state qualifier and finish third place here in the Region 1 tournament. Top of the key, three-pointer. This one will be by Chris Hoyland. It'll be a tie-up between the rim and the backboard, and the ball will make its way towards Northern Cass. So Northern Cass will take it here with 11.7 left to play in the fourth quarter, as the Jags will see it here with Brody Zeski. Zeski at the left wing as they give it back to the left-handed side. This one goes to Brody. Brody on the right wing will give this now. Jumper on the way. That's going to go long. Off the mark here by Northern Cass after the miss there by Zane Lockhart. And another tie-up here on the interior as this one will make its way towards Central Cass. 1.2 left to play here in the fourth. All that the Squirrels need to do is inbound it, and Central Cass will advance to Saturday afternoon. The Squirrels win it over the Jags 57-46 here in the third place contest, and in doing so, we'll have a date with either Thompson or Devils Lake on Saturday in a state qualifier. Central Cass, again, takes third here in this one. We'll take a quick break, and we come back after this. We'll get to our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. That and more still to come, and we'll hear from the particulars around the corner. That's next on your LiveEvent.com. Again, your final here on this one as they're taking the team photo for the Central Cass Squirrels here inside the Shields Center, 57-46. Take a look at some of the final numbers. 17 points on the way for Hudson Reichel, 10 here for Miles Freilich, 8 for Trey Huzar, 7 for Brooks Crockett, 2 for Hoppy, and 2 for Keelan Munson here in this one. While for the Central Cass Squirrels, 10 points for Brody Runk. You had 19 here for Lorenz. Zemer finished with 9. 5 here for Peterson, and 14 on the way for Easton Holland here in this contest. Northern Cass finishes 15-9 on this season, while for the Central Cass Squirrels, they go now to 9-15. Our post-game show will continue after this as they're taking the team photo on the floor. Then we'll hear from some of the particulars next here on your LiveEvent.com.
Minnesota and North Dakota farmers are dealing with real yield-robbing challenges. Tight, heavy soils, light sandy soils, high pH soils, cool ground temps at planting. We have tools to address these challenges. Liquid products, easy to use, and made in the U.S. Apply in furrow or with your pre-plant spray application. Call today to tackle your yield-dragging soil challenges this growing season.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
As we continue on our post-game show now, as we get to one of our Enbridge Energy players of the game, go to Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Life takes energy. That is Enbridge.com. Cash Lorenz with a game-high 19 points in this contest. Able to get a couple of threes in this one. Cash, just what does it mean for this team this season to get past where last year's team was, that third-place game, get at least a round farther, survive and advance to Saturday as you get to a qualifier here inside the Shack?
Oh, yeah, it's huge for us. This was our goal coming into the season. It's just really nice to take that big jump from last year.
You know, there's been kind of a developing joke when you went down to Wahpeton earlier this season. Brody Runkin, kind of the daycare, if you will. You made some T-shirts with it. Just what has Brody's senior leadership meant to you, the rest of the freshmen, the sophomores, the underclassmen here this season?
Oh, yeah, it's huge for us as we grow. He's always motivating us, you know, with the experience he has, kind of just helping us out, and everything he does is great.
How about the backcourt play? What's the connection between yourself, with Keegan, with Zane and company? What have you guys been able to do, not just this year, but the couple of years, you know, coming up through the program, through travel ball? How has that connection just gotten even better here this season on the court?
Yeah, it's huge for us. The team chemistry we have this year is unlike any team I played on before. It's just great to be on a team with these guys.
How fun was it to get a couple of games here in the Shack? You're going to get one more on Saturday. How much fun as a basketball player is it to play on a bigger college range floor and hear that three-point, you know, switch kind of going at this particular level?
Oh, yeah, it definitely brings the energy. This atmosphere is great. Just love it.
Cash, final thing for me, how tough was it 3 games in 3 days, similar to what a state tournament would feel, but you don't really play that too often in the course of a high school season. You maybe play 3 games in 5 days or back-to-backs, but how tough was it once you got to this third game here to get ready and try to come away with a win?
Oh, yeah, it was pretty tough. Woke up this morning, the legs were feeling a little bit, but, you know, everyone's got to play 3 games, so
hey,
got to fight through it.
Congratulations on the win, and we'll see you on Saturday. Again, Cash Lorenz with us here on our post-game show. Our Enbridge Energy player of the game will continue after this and hear from Easton Holland. That is next.
Looking for furniture that's more than just ordinary? At the Lighting Gallery, we hand select every piece of furniture that reflects unique style and will stand the test of time. Handcrafted with unparalleled quality, every table, chair, sofa, and accent chair is built to last. Whether you're designing your dream home or upgrading your current space, our experienced team at the Lighting Gallery is here to bring your vision to life. Visit us at the Lighting Gallery, 3622 South Washington Street in Grand Forks. Online at shopthelightinggallery.com.
Joining us now is Easton Holland as we continue on our Enbridge Energy players of the game. Easton, what does it just mean for this year's team to get to a state qualifier, one round farther than what you did last season?
Yeah, it means a lot. We had a lot of doubt. A lot of people are doubting us that we can make it this far, and we proved them wrong.
Able to come through a physical game with the Kindred Vikings. I know defenses were going early, 18-11 at the half, but what did you find offensively to get going a little bit there in that third quarter?
I think just being able to move the ball and move in space, because Northern Cass is also pretty physical, just like Kindred, and you can't just bully your way down there. You gotta move in space.
Able to see Cash Lorenz hit some threes. Obviously, there was a big one by Zemer as well when you're able to kind of make your run there in that third quarter. When you can see those guys hitting some shots, what does that do offensively for the crew?
It's big. Just the energy of hitting a three, it just gets us all going.
How fun and excited are you now to, one, get a little break, but two, to make sure you're coming back here on Saturday at the Shack?
Yeah, I'm pumped. I'm pumped to be here.
Final thing for me, Easton, biggest thing is what from these 3 games that you look to bring to whoever it is, Thompson or Devils Lake on Saturday? What are you looking to bring from these 3 games into the Shack coming up on Saturday?
Just moving the ball and moving it quick, because we gotta be quick when we play those teams.
Hey, Easton, congratulations on the win. We'll let you go enjoy it.
Thank you.
That again, Easton Holland joining us here on YourLiveEvent.com, as we'll hear from the head coach in a moment here with Matt Norman as well. Taking a look at some of the final numbers in this one for the Central Cass Squirrels. Central Cass shot extremely efficient from the floor. They had 7 threes in every game here of this tournament. They go 9 of 10 from the free throw line here tonight. And after only having 18 points in the first half, 3 players finish in double digits. The 19 by Lorenz, the 14 by Holland, the 10 by Brody Runk. And Matt, when you hear that, I know the first half by no means was a Mona Lisa for either team in terms of offense, but defense, both teams got after it, 18-11. You're up by 7. What's the message to the team going into the half? Maybe not playing your best offensive ball, but you're still up by 7 points.
No, you could tell that a lot of our guys just hadn't quite been here. I feel like our nerves were a little bit wound tight.
And credit to our captains, the ones you just listed in double digits. They did a good job of kind of just setting the tone. You know, we had some looks offensively that I liked in the first half. We just were maybe a little too strong off the glass, or we waited a little bit too long to try to gain that advantage. And so as the nerves settled in, we were able to turn our defense into offense, which is a huge part of what we've got to do. Against the team in Northern Cass that can really score it, we wanted to make sure, especially towards the end, that they had to at least go the full court in order to get their looks.
I got 2 questions before I let you go celebrate with the team here. There was a timeout called midway through the third quarter. You make a run, you go to that 2-2-1, you go to that trap, you get a couple steals, you get a big 3 by Zemer before Bryce has to call a timeout, and you stretch that lead to about 14-15. What was it about the team off that timeout to respond in terms of some of the adjustments that you saw and made?
We had to just get centered again and just remember exactly how we got where we needed to be. You know, there was just too many times where we were biting on ball fakes, or we're letting them get ahead of steam, or we're just not rotating well on the backside. And so we changed up our press just a little tiny bit just to hopefully put them on their heels a little bit and make them reactionary, and the kids did a great job of executing some really good instinctual plays. I couldn't be prouder of them.
What's it mean for this year's group? I know I talked a little bit with Cash and alongside with Easton there to get one step farther than what you did a year ago. We talked on pregame, some years it's not about 20 wins, some years it's not about 10 wins. It's just about finding ways to navigate the course of this season. You get another 3 days bare minimum with this team.
Yeah.
That's what you know. You're going to play at 3 o'clock on Saturday. We know that too. Mother Nature allowing that to happen.
Yep.
But what does it mean for this year's club to get a step farther from 365 days ago?
As a coaching staff, we're just blessed to have another couple days with these kids. They're honestly unbelievably great human beings. The time we get to spend together in the gym is precious. It's something that I'll cherish forever. They spend so much time with my kids, my family, and just like my kids adore these kids. And so, yep, we are for sure going into Saturday, and we're going to have a game plan, and we're going to go get ready to go compete again. But the extra days are, like I said, they're precious because these kids are quality kids. If we can have a positive impact on their life as they go out into the world, then we're forever grateful.
Hey, Matt, congratulations. Let you go celebrate. Thanks so much for your time, and best of luck, and we'll see you Saturday.
Thanks as always.
That again, Matt Norman, head coach for the Central Cass Squirrels on YourLiveEvent.com. Let's get to our Agassi Precision Ag. Play the contest. Agassi Precision Ag, your feature precision planting dealer. For more with Agassi Precision Ag, check out their planter operator clinic dates on March the 18th and the 15th. Expanded sessions including monitor systems and diagnostic training for feed drive, Delta Force, and Speed Tube. Register at planterdoc.com. That is planterdoc.com on March the 18th and the 15th. That again is the Planter Operator Clinic at Agassi Precision Ag. It's that run in the third quarter, quite frankly, capped off by the Zemer, a 3-pointer at the top of the key. That was the difference that expanded the game to then, at that point, 17 points, and Northern Cass cannot get back within really a 5 to 6 point deficit. They were always trailing by 8, trailing by 10, trailing by 12 because of that run made by Central Cass. Again, that's a look as the heard from both Brody Runk alongside, Easton Holland and Cash Lorenz. We heard from Matt Norman. Thanks so much for tuning in. Northern Cass tip of the cap to Bryce Laxall's club as they finish 15-9 on the season. Central Cass will play at 3 o'clock on Saturday in a state qualifier. Coming up, it's the championship with Kindred and Wahpeton next on your live event.